From Southern Ontario, December 7th here in Canada. So we know that 1% own 90% of the world's wealth. Our overlords, they consider themselves. I consider them parasites. However, 1% own 90% of the world's wealth. They directly control 4% of the world's population. Our politicians are captains of industry and the like. I needn't justify that, I don't think. Now, 5% of the common folk, and that includes you if you're watching this video and intend to watch it all the way through, are awake and aware that the 1% consider 95% of the world's 8 billion people to be useless eaters. So we got the 1%, 4%, 5%. That leaves a remaining 90% of the population that is oblivious or in denial. Everything's a conspiracy theory. If you try to wake them up to anything, say, hey, look what's going on in Canada. You know, Justin Trudeau's a WEF graduate. He's a minion of Davos. Oh, conspiracy theory. So, you know, now there are some people of that 90%. We have a combination of stupid people who just can't grasp the implications of all of this. We have the willfully ignorant. Again, they hide behind the conspiracy thing. This is a form of cowardice. Now back to the 5% of the common folk that are aware that they consider us useless eaters, want to thin the numbers and control the remaining ones. Absolute control, digital this, digital currency, 15-minute cities. Oh, well, I needn't ramble any further about that. Now, that 5% is growing. How fast and how far has it grown? Well, I would argue that in Canada, 20% of the population didn't participate. Right? So that 5% figure who are awake and aware is potentially then 20%, perhaps. However, point is, we need to keep plugging along, trying to wake up more of these turnips, these people who don't want to accept reality. The stupid are hopeless, of course. There's a percentage of that in any society. I'm not singling out us Canadians as being any smarter or dumber on the average as the rest of the world. But keep plugging is my point. Keep plugging. We may be having an election here in Canada in the new year. Maybe.